star basketball analyst Chiney Ogwumike to run a little give and go here. We start with Giannis. Hey, Chiney. We start with Giannis, who put up another talking about dominant performance in a win against the Wizards. 33, 15, and 11 assists. Chiney, is this still the best team in the East?
This is the best team in the East. You might look at the standings and maybe a little bit confused, but top to bottom, the operative word being team, they by far are the defending champs for a reason. Mind you, in January, their big three had only played 6 games together, which is why they dropped in the standings, but we all know that they have everything it takes to repeat.
Speaking of the top teams in the East, Chiney, the Miami Heat are a lot of people's dark horse to make the finals. They ran into a tough Raptors team last night. Chiney, what makes this surprising Raptors team so tough?
Well, Trent Jr. has been balling. 5 straight 30-point games. I saw Drake in the stands too, so maybe that's like added motivation. Like, we might need you back even if fans are, not there. But more importantly, their starting 5 goes to work, and they're very versatile on both ends of the floor.
And finally, last night's marquee matchup, Kyrie and Harden combined for 48, but Chris Paul and Devin Booker combined for 55. Double nickel. Suns won 121-111. Their 11th win in a row. Chiney, how much of this game was the Suns being great? How much was it the Nets being slightly undermanned?
A lot of people might look at the Nets and be like, they didn't have a full squad, whatever. This is way more about the Suns being great, especially highlighting the streak. And that's because the Phoenix Suns, they can beat you in a variety of ways. Chris Paul, pick and roll, Devin Booker going for 35, or they can just rack it up their defense. And that's why they are at the top of the West.
Yeah, or, when the big three plays together, they beat everybody. And when they don't, sometimes they lose. That too, Chiney. Chiney, they played in the finals last year, took the Bucks to 6 games. They have the best record in basketball. Are people still sleeping on the Suns?
People are on full snooze mode on the Suns, maybe because they think last year was a fluke. Well, I'm here to tell you, it was not. They are the only team top 3 in both offensive and defensive rating. To put that into context, the Miami Heat are top 7 in both. No other team has the pedigree on both ends of the floor, where offensively you can get a bucket from Chris Paul, who, mind you, is leading the NBA in clutch time assists. Also, his points go up in the fourth quarter. You've got Devin Booker, who can play iso ball, and I think we have to have the conversation that he thrives with Chris Paul taking most of the pressure and making decisions, and then getting DeAndre Ayton back is huge. Plus, you have Mikal Bridges going off for big nights, knowing that he's a defender. They're complete, and the Phoenix Suns are proving that a balanced team can compete versus super teams.
Yeah, the Suns, the way it put together, you saw on paper, that looks like it'll work last year. I think people sleep because the Lakers were going to beat them if they didn't get hurt. But the Suns have gotten better since then, and they were very good last year. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.